Internet, for joining me. This is Heavyweight Hot Takes, and I am, of course, your host, Chad Bauman. Today, what I wanted to talk about, the Madden ratings came out a little bit ago, a couple days ago, and the Philadelphia Eagles are the highest rated overall team in Madden. Basically, what that means is they're the best team in Madden.
You like that? You like that?
Shout out to the Birds. Go Birds. Bird Gang. Woo woo, Philly. There's been some grumblings. I've seen some stuff on social media. People have been upset about it. Like, oh, how the Eagles are the best team. Didn't win the Super Bowl. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, let's be real here. The team that wins the Super Bowl isn't always the best team in the league. I mean, 2008 Giants, they were definitely not the best team in the NFL that year. They just happened to get hot. So, take that argument right out off the bat. Drop that. That's over with. Best team in the NFL doesn't always win the Super Bowl. Hell, the Patriots, they have some serious holes on their team, and they're constantly in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, that's proof right there as well. But let's be real, though. Like, what team in the NFL has a more complete roster than the Eagles? Like, don't get me wrong. They have their holes, too. Looking at you, cornerbacks. But, look, they damn near beat the Saints to go to the championship game last season. And they were playing with a secondary that was held together with bubblegum and duct tape. Crayvon LeBlanc signed that guy off the street. It was like, it felt like the beginning of the movie Invincible. They just held open tryouts. Anybody just come and try out for a spot at cornerback, and it happened to be Crayvon LeBlanc. I mean, that alone stands a testament to how good the rest of their team is that they were god-awful in the injury department last season, and they still made a pretty significant playoff run. If Alshon Jeffries catches a pretty routine pass for him.
No! God, please, no! No!
That they win that game, 11 out of 10 times Alshon Jeffrey is catching that pass. So, yeah, the Saints, they got a little lucky there. They caught a break, but it happens. Of course, as I mentioned, they're the best overall team. So there's teams that are better offensively or defensively than them, but I think the Eagles, you can't doubt that they're the best overall. Like, they have such a complete roster. They have talent everywhere on their offensive line, their defensive line. They have talented linebackers. Yeah, they lost Jordan Hicks, but, they made some acquisitions in the free agency. They're bringing back Nigel Bradham. Yeah, so could you make the argument the Chiefs are better? Yeah, absolutely you could, but you're definitely not going to make the argument that the Chiefs have a better defense. Like, seriously, the Chiefs had a terrible defense last year, and they lost a bunch of guys this offseason. Outside of Tom Brady and Julian Edelman, go ahead, name me 5 Patriots players. I don't think you can do it. I don't think I can do it.
Do it. Do it!
And I'm drawing a blank, and I'm trying to do it right now. Let's see, who else? Dallas? I'll give you that. Dallas actually, I think, does have a pretty comparable team to the Eagles. Division rivals, a lot of teams in divisions, when you have one good team in a division, there's always usually another team in that division built pretty similarly. The only difference I would give Dallas, I would give them the edge at running back. I think wide receiver's pretty close. I definitely think the Eagles have the edge at quarterback. They have Lawrence on defense, but I think overall our defensive line is better than theirs. And I think they definitely have the edge at linebacker. Secondaries both suck. So, I mean, yeah, they're pretty comparable. But, I still think we're better than Dallas, and that's not just me being an Eagles fan. I'm actually being very objective there because I did tell them, give you a couple areas where they were better than the Eagles. So you can't say that I wasn't being fair. Green Bay, that's another team. They're basically just Aaron Rodgers.
Help me! Help me!
So you can't say they're better. I'm trying to think of other teams. The Saints, again, if it wasn't for a freak play with Alshon Jeffrey, the Eagles beat the Saints last year, so I think that pretty much chalks that. The Rams, yeah, they're pretty good too. They're a pretty complete team, but you know what? I think a lot of their defense is Aaron Donald. I think he holds them up. I think that Jared Goff is not the same quarterback that Carson Wentz is. I think that, Yeah, they definitely have an edge in running back, but I think a lot of teams have an edge in over Philadelphia in the running back. But, we haven't seen Jordan Howard on the field yet. I think he's going to be a great pickup. So I'm very proud of these Madden ratings. In fact, this might be the reason why I buy Madden again for like the first time in a few years. I used to be a habitual Madden buyer. I bought it every year on the release date. I don't think I bought Madden since 2011 was the last time I bought it. So it's been a while. I might pick up a copy this year, though. You never know. And, of course, there's going to be preseason rating changes, as there always is in Madden, so we still have to be on the lookout for those. We don't know. The rookies, their ratings may change before the season starts. But I did just want to say that. If you're bitching and moaning that the Eagles shouldn't be the best overall rated team in Madden,
Enough is enough!
I think you may not know as much about football as you think you do. But if you disagree, get in my inbox. Get in my mentions. Let me know. Tell me why you disagree. You can chirp at me on Twitter, at Lowfooted, LILFOOTED. I'm always happy to, meet the fans and discuss with you why you're wrong. And we actually do have a twofer, heavyweight hot takes twofer.
Whoa, this is heavy.
Today. I just briefly also want to mention one thing about, it kind of has to do with the U.S. women's national team. Hashtag USWNT. I love the U.S. women's national team. I'm not going to lie. So anytime I get to talk about them, I will. You can better believe that. If it ain't about the U.S. women's national team, it ain't about me. Let me put it that way. But I was looking on social media. I saw Alex Morgan, love her, and Megan Rapinoe. They were, I think it was an ESPN photo shoot. It was the swimsuit edition. No, I'm sorry. It was Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition, and they were in it. So I think we need to just start calling Megan Rapinoe Megan Rapinoe because she is cut. I swear to God, I mentioned this in the last show. The U.S. women's national team, they're literally some of the best athletes on the planet. And Megan Rapinoe, she proves it in that photo shoot.
Oh dear, she's dirty.
I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way because I'm not saying anything bad about her. I think it's awesome that she's I don't know how else to explain it other than to say she's jacked. I know there's kind of like a thing where like if you say a woman's jacked, you're kind of like being a dick about it. I'm not. Dude, it's impressive how she's built. Like I don't know how else to say it. That is just really impressive. Like chiseled, like out of marble, like the Greek and Roman statues of the guys, statue of David, whatever the hell it's called. I don't know. Obviously not very art cultured here, but that is Megan Rapinoe just cut up in the swimsuit, Sports Illustrated edition, just looking friggin' jacked. And again, I think we need to get on this. We need to start calling her Megan Rapinoe because she is ripped and she deserves like just absolute recognition for just crazy fitness skills. I don't even know what to call it. But I did want to mention that because, again, impressively cut Megan Rapinoe. Well, I actually didn't even mean to say it that time. Megan Rapinoe just cut to death. She's shredded. Like, and I can go on and on about this, but I'll stop it there. Again, I do want to say, don't forget to give a follow to the main site, Vendetta_media on Twitter. Give us a like on Facebook if that's your preferred social media outlet, VendettaSportsMedia.com. It's very important that you give us a follow and a like. That way you can be up to date on all the new posts, all the new content that's coming out. Again, Heavyweight Hot Takes has made its return.
Whoa, this is heavy.
So you want to be on the lookout for my show. You want to be on the lookout for The Lead Word, another show that I do with Trey Daubert. Scott Baker's coming back. He's going to be posting some content. He's going to be having articles and other stuff. I don't know exactly what Scott's doing, but I do know he is coming back. So if you were on the Baker train, get back on it. And again, don't forget to give me a follow on Twitter at Lilfooted, LILFOOTD. That is it for Heavyweight Hot Takes. I will see you possibly Friday, but most likely next week, unless I find something to talk about that I want to talk about for Friday. Because like I promised, I'm doing a show every week. This has been your weekly Heavyweight Hot Takes. Maybe you'll get a second show later this week. Thanks for giving me a listen, and I'll talk to you later.